Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining in with us for another segment of the Quartet Corner with Boss Lady. Today, we are sitting down with gospel quartet legend Spencer Taylor of the Spencer Taylor and Highway QCs. This legendary group was founded in 1945 in Chicago, where Mr. Taylor left his hometown, Andilola, Mississippi, at the ripe age of 19. The Highway QC's former members were Sam Cooke, Johnny Taylor, and Lou Rawls, just to name a few. In January 2021, Spencer Taylor and the Highway QCs performed at the 2021 presidential inauguration, which has left a landmark in quartet history. Mr. Taylor has also written a memoir and was released in February 2021. A General Becomes a Legend, the Godfather of Quartet, telling his 75-year career in the industry. Take a seat and let's talk to Mr. Taylor concerning the future of quartet and his concerns. So sit back and relax and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Come on, let's go talk. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining in on the Quartet Corner with Boss Lady herself. I am so excited today to be interviewing and introducing to the world, for those that may not know who's on our segment today, the Godfather of Quartet himself. Come on, everybody, just cheer wherever you at. Put your hands together for the Godfather of Quartet, Mr. Spencer Taylor. Mr. Taylor, how are you doing today?
I'm good. God bless you. And so I'm also excited. I say excited. So excited all the time because God has been so good. When you talk to me, you're talking to 94 years. And sometimes I always feel like getting up and shouting, but I'm not really emotional. But God been so good, and I got 94 years that He have allowed me to live, and I'm so happy. And it's so always good to have somebody talking about God and enjoying what He has given us. And I'm so happy about that, and I'm so happy to thanking you all for your time also. Is to take that time to talk about it.
So you just had a birthday, what, March 6th? Was that your
March 6th? March the 6th, yeah.
What did you do for your birthday?
Well, I did. It was so much happening. People were so nice, and I had a house full of people here at home, and we had a house full of people down in Memphis also. That's why Esther Wooten, she had this affair every year, and we were down there, and everything just been so good. All I can do is tell God thank you. I can't find anything not to say but that. Thank you for everything. So far, to look at the fact of 94 is not a small number, and
no, sir.
And I thank God for everything. I thank Him for He allowing His people is to be a big, I say excited. Like I said, people have been so nice, and they showing you, giving you like the old expression that said, they're giving me my flowers while I live.
Yes, sir.
And I enjoy everything.
Okay. I'm just excited that you are still with us and still can share with us the golden nuggets of life that you didn't probably learned and all the things you've been through. This segment, I'm so excited about because I believe this is an important segment, not just to conversate or dialogue, but I believe this is very important for the generations to come, as I was telling you earlier. But before we get into that, let me ask you our first question of the segment. Besides quartet and singing, I ask everybody the same question. Who is Spencer Taylor? What do you do outside of singing?
Well, I really, honestly, being fair, I'm what they call really. I stay at home a lot. When I'm not singing, we play. You've seen these old guys sitting up playing checkers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's Spanish food checkers, and I'm one of the better players. Period. And one of the top players, and that's what I do. Today will be one of my days. I go out. We have a club, a checker club. And it's just, for you to get out the house, you reach a certain age and enjoy yourself. And that's one of my big thing I do. And other than that, and then go to church. You do that. But that's it.
Now, I've heard that you talk a lot of noise when you play bass. Is that true? They say you talk a lot of noise, a lot of smack when you playing space. Is that true?
Well, yeah, I talk a little trash from. Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah, but that's part of the game,
Is that part of the game?
Yeah, part of the game, talk a little trash. Because everybody want to win. They want to win. They love. And when you can really play, you can talk. And I'm one of those that I'm hard to beat.
Even at night?
Huh? I'm not bragging on myself, but I'm hard to beat. Yeah, I don't lose a lot of games.
You know what's awesome? To be 94 and still be on top of your game, singing, playing space, checkers. I can honestly say God is so faithful to you. That's an awesome testimony. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that good at. I could play space, but I'd be scared to talk trash because then I might mess up. So you could probably, hand me my tail to me in space. So hey, I don't know.
Well, I like that too. Yeah.
Maybe
I learned, I learned all of that. I can do that too. I'm pretty good. Most things that I do, I try to, that's in me. I try to do it, where it really means something. And that's what have happened. That's what all of that I can do.
Okay.
And really enjoy it. But, the singing is really, singing is my real thing. That's what we do. Still sing. I'm happy that I'm able to sing, and I tell God, thank you. I don't know how many times. I don't have no certain amount. To tell him thank you. I know that 94 years is a long time.
That is. Now, in saying that, Mr. Spencer, when did you start singing? What age can you remember that you professionally, or did you start?
I started. My mother could sing well. And we started in the house. We had a group called the Taylor family.
Okay.
And that was, I had to be about 8 years old, 9, something like that. And at that time, all of us, it was a family group. So really, they just about everybody could sing. But so grateful and blessed, I was the lead singer then of that particular group. And then after everybody began to, I was the lead singer and the last one. I was the youngest also. And so we went on with that. Yeah, I went on with that and kept going, never gave up. I've sang, had opportunities to sing everything, but the other side, I couldn't do that. God took it for me is to go into the other field. Not that I have anything on those who go, but I had an opportunity, and it's all that. I never went. Stayed right with God.
That's awesome. Yeah, I did read that you were I guess, confronted or asked multiple times to sing blues or to go on, like you say, go on the other side and sing. And many times you said no. And I thank God that you did stay on this side because we truly needed you on this side. And in saying that, talking about the history, I want to know, and I believe a lot of people want to know, especially in my age bracket and younger, how was it singing in the quartet field? Because you started singing with the QCs in the 1940s. Is that true? The late 1940s, 50s? Is that correct?
QC started 1945.
Okay.
They were organized in 1945.
Okay.
But the first lead singer was Sam Cooke, and the next one was Johnny Taylor, and I came. Johnny and I was there at the same time, and then Johnny was in and out, and but he and I was in the group at the very first record that we made. Somewhere to Lay My Head. Johnny, I really was singing it, but after we got on the road, the people didn't know who cut it because I was blessed well enough to sing it, and they didn't know any different. Then I recut it as time went on, the same song, and believe me or not, people still want us to sing that song.
Now, during that time, I would like to know, as young men, because you guys was in your 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
How was it during the Jim Crow era or the segregation era, as far as being, a major recording artist, quartet artist during that time? Can you remember or can you reflect on some things that possibly could have happened or some things that you guys faced during that time that you feel like, that
we like I said, we came up under the same thing, I'd have to say, as there was a lot of I guess you could call it was the Jim Crow or whatever. That's right. And we was in it too. And we're glad that we was one of the group that was able to realize that God had all the power and everything that we did and everything that was good, God gave it to us. And we was able to go through all of that. Even at I know a lot of them are told about the fact of how the eating and all of this, where you couldn't, you had to go to the back, get food and all like that, which I really went for my group and didn't think none of it because everybody was hungry. And I felt that the other side that, we didn't need that. So what we needed was food. So I did that. I was in that. I was in all of that happened. I'm glad that we were one of the groups that actually was in that, all of that. So yeah, it was an experience, and somebody had to know God, and I knew God. And
our God is awesome. Our God is great. He sits high and he looks low. He's always making a way. Help me sing, fellas. Our God is awesome. Yes, sir. Always 'cause you never let me down. And for that reason, I'll praise you forever. From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same, I'll worship you, I'll worship you always. Our God is awesome. Oh, yes, you are, Jesus. Our God is great. Yeah. Oh, He sits real high. He sits high and He looks low. Oh, yeah. He's always. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. Our God is awesome. Lord, I trust you tonight. And I want to tell you that I know you're great. Thank you for your greatness and your power. You sit real high and He looks low. You're always. Thank you, Lord. Hey, you keep on making a way. Yes, sir. Oh, Lord. Yes, sir. Lord, I'm grateful and I'm thankful to you tonight. Thank you, Lord. When I don't have a dime to step in on time. Thank you, Lord. Hey. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I got sick in my body. You healed me. Oh, Lord.
That's awesome because a lot of times young people, they may see movies and they might hear stories here and there, but I just don't think that they really have heard it from a lot of living legends. You are a living legend, Mr. Spencer, and I think it's good that especially young artists, not only quartet artists, but anyone that desire to be field or just any young Black American just need to hear, the struggles and all the things that you guys sacrifice just for us to be able to do
Right.
what. So, I thank God for you. I thank God that you, like you said, you put God first, and someone had to have God in their life in order to go through it, because we hear so many stories. We hear a lot of stories, and just to hear it from you is amazing.
Well, like I say, I I listen naturally. I've been listening a good while, the same questions, but I knew one way, and that was through Christ. The other way, you don't like to sound like you ridiculing anybody, but if you know the Lord, automatically that's who, He can do anything but fail. And He was with us all the way. And I was listening to Harvey, the Canton preacher, and he was saying, I made it. And I thought it was the same thing. I could have been saying the same thing he said. I made it.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot to think about, although I'm a long ways ahead of all of them and on that. But I could understand the fact of him and all the others that realized that they made it, and they only made it because you had God in your life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so I really think so. Pretty much you say it was your faith to help you go on. And I think that's awesome, because a lot of, as we're just not coming, well, I hate to say just now, but coming out of COVID, or we're seeing a decrease of cases in COVID, I think a lot of people need to hear someone say that I made it through, because these last couple of years has been some hard years that millions of people have experienced, so I thank God that you are just pretty much telling people that it's going to be your faith in God that's going to get you through it. So I celebrate you about that. Sticking with the quartet theme, you talked about how God helped you get through during the Jim Crow era and the segregation. Where do you see quartet going within the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, we need, we actually need, one thing we need is we need some more groups. We need somebody to come up, and it's going to have to be some of the younger groups, hopefully, is to, some things could be done to help the groups, but you got to have somebody that, the right person in charge, or the right people in charge, is to make some of these changes that need to be made. And it's really going to take unity, take strength, and going to take God's word to do it. That's the only way to get it done. I like all the groups, but looking in longevity as we looked at, and but a few things is not going on. They're different if they're going on, and the quartet need to be a part of.
Okay. So, what do you think when we look at the generation today, as far as quartet singers? You were saying that we need more groups, which I am in total agreement with. But how do you think we can get younger people more involved?
But that's one of the things I'm talking. I think mainly, I'm not saying that they don't belong to God, because everybody have a chance to be belong to God. But we need, in other words, I could use the term, we need some help. We need some help. Mm-hmm. And we don't have it, we don't really have it like what we need. We got God, naturally, we know that. But we need, God puts who should be there, what should be there, is to help us out there. We need some help.
Okay. Oh, wow. So here's the last question, because we don't want to keep you all there. This has been very interesting. Out of all of your 94 years of living, and also I would say over 70 years of being a quartet singer or artist, out of all the lessons that you have learned or things you've been through, what can you honestly say that you can tell the generation that's coming up behind you, a golden nugget, one of the biggest life lessons that you have learned that can possibly help the generation that's coming up?
Well, the real, my thing is this, Christ. My thing is Christ. If whatever we need, I know one way, and that is, you can't fail if you put Christ first in your life, and because He will give you the right direction. You cannot go wrong with Christ. That's the best I know. We as people sometimes I never would say that they don't have this and that, can't do that, but I said in your life, if you're gonna sing gospel, you must be born again. There's no such thing as you can be a good singer and don't know the Lord. If you're singing gospel now. I'm not going to. If you sing something else, then I don't know, because I have nothing against the one, but I can't, nothing there.
Yeah. And I think that is a huge message, because a lot of times you see people singing about someone that they don't have a relationship with. So it becomes,
Right.
yeah, so I get exactly what you're saying. So yeah, I think this has been very awesome. I think this has been an eye opener. And I thank God for you that you sat down and just talked to me. It's pretty much just your main message is just keep God first. And we see what happens when you keep God first. Man, Mrs. Taylor, I'm so excited just to be sitting here talking to you. Is there anything that you want to tell our
Well,
viewers?
God bless you. Anytime you need, if you can, whatever going on, if you need to have with your seats, give us a call. We'll be right there. Whatever it is, we'll be a part of. Okay. We certainly appreciate the fact that you all open the doors and saying hello, and we're so. I'm excited, just like you.
I have to ask you
But
this.
well, it's the good excitement is when you find out that you got other people that love God just like you and is a part of Him, and then that you can't beat that when you find out that you got God folks working, working, working with you, and then you already know God for yourself, but. Like I said, I stay excited too. Sometimes people ask me the same question. It doesn't change. And then, like I said, tell God, thank you again. Thank God for you all. I certainly do appreciate it. Thank God for everybody that we've been able is to help get going the right direction. They're going the right direction. I thank God for that too. And you did a beautiful job. Thank you. Thank all your co-workers or whoever they are. I thank them too. Okay. And like I say, anytime if there's anything that you think QCs could help you, call on us. God bless you.